What is up, people? Welcome to another episode of The Refined Alchemist. So, like I've already stated before, I was going to be traveling around meeting people. So, I basically just took a plane from New York to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, you want to see some humbling shit? Take a plane on a nice day across the United States, starting in the morning. My first plane of 3 was at 10:40 in the morning. There's like 3 layers of clouds. The sky, there's something seriously wrong with the sky. I don't know how to describe it. Something seriously wrong with the sky. All 3 planes, when I passed the first layer of clouds, it looked like smoke. It didn't look like clouds. It looked like smoke. The craziest shit. The straight clouds, you know, the storms that have the straight cut off. I have a couple videos of exactly that. Yeah, seeing that from an aerial point of view brings a whole new perspective to that shit too. The distance is whited out. Like, you can't see the distance. And the ground, I did 10 years in the Army. I was in an aviation unit, Black Hawk helicopter unit. I flew around a lot. I remember when I was flying and looking around, trees were green, vibrant. When I was taking off and landing, trees weren't green and vibrant anymore. They're gray. Sky looks like it's smoky. If you want to see how crazy shit has gotten, have an open mind and take a flight across the country. Yeah. So, like I stated, I was told to travel. And meet people. So I'm off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. 3 planes. I got in Tulsa roughly 5 o'clock p.m. Spent all day on planes. And I had window seats on all the planes. And I was staring out that shit. The shit that I seen in the planes, plus the shit that I seen at the farm. This morning, I'm at a hotel right now. Yeah, kinda nice. Somebody hooked me up. I'm sitting fat. So number 1, right? Number 1, Tulsa. I go outside because it's like a continental breakfast here, you know. Go outside, And then first thing I see is the sunrise. Wow. Kinda. Kinda. Because you see the sun in one area, but then there's another light in a different color. And when I was out at the farm, I saw one of the craziest things that I've ever seen in my life. It's first thing in the morning, sitting in the truck at the farm, up by the mountain, just down by like the base of the mountain, overlooking the ravine. That's not quite the term I want to use. Not a ravine. The valley. Yeah, because in the distance there's another mountain range. So overlooking the valley, tranquil as hell, first thing in the morning, waiting for the sun to come up. Staring at the sky. All of a sudden the sky, as I'm staring at it, just changes color randomly. Changes color. I don't even know how to describe that shit. That's why I've never stated it, but I mean, seeing what I've been seeing, man, it's time to start talking about this shit, because it's getting out of hand, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm staring at the sky, and the sky is like, I don't know, like a darkish, like a blackish, you know? And all of a sudden, it turns blue. And I'm watching, I'm just no shade of gray. You know, when the sun starts coming up, the sky progressively gets lighter and lighter and lighter. This was not that. This is like, it was black and blue. If you would have blinked, you would have missed it. What the fuck? And then the sunrise that I just saw, quote unquote sunrise. Now, here's another fun thing. I was with somebody when that happened. So when they explained it, you know, what just transpired, they were like, oh, well, maybe the sun just peaked the horizon. Here's the thing. Two things. One, when the sun actually rises or is scheduled to rise, because of the mountain ranges behind us, it doesn't actually hit the valley that I was in for another 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer than 2 hours. So if it comes up at 6, it's not cresting that freaking mountain until at least 8. That's number one. Number two, the person that I was with tried to say, oh, well, maybe it was the sun cresting, you know, the horizon. So I pulled out my phone, noticed it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I look at the weather app, the sun's not supposed to crest the horizon until 6. It's like, well, after 6. It was like quarter after 6 or some stupid shit like that, right? Quarter after 6. So it couldn't have been that. And it wasn't gradual, it wasn't a build up. It was a light switch. The funny thing is, after I stated that a couple minutes later, he stated he quote unquote witnessed something very similar, that he blinked an eye and yeah, it got lighter. And I looked at him like, bro, did I say anything about getting lighter? No. No, so how did you witness something that I just said? I saw a color shift, period, bottom line. Not a transparency, not a color, not a brightness. No. A fucking color change, period. Like Michael Jackson color change. So I'm beginning the travels. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, but that was a humbling thought. When I went outside this morning and saw the quote unquote, sun cresting the horizon, and then saw another light source, two different colors, the shit that I seen at the farm, the shit that I seen on the plains. Yeah. Well, that's all I got at this moment. But I will be making a bunch of short other videos, probably anomalies. I'm gonna start carrying my phone with me more often because I should have caught a caption of that sunrise this morning with that two shits. That would have been crazy. Especially with the other anomalies that I've already posted on my channel. Looks like it's happening, people. Alright, man. I'm out. Can't wait to see how this one comes out. Peace.